Good afternoon. We're here today with Kevin Evans, the CEO of the Industry Training Authority.
Good afternoon.
Good to see you. Could you please tell us a little bit about the Industry Training Authority?
Well, the Industry Training Authority is small but mighty. There's only about 55 of us working for a provincial crown agency with a huge mandate to oversee the provincial apprenticeship training system, which involves a myriad of partners and stakeholders, 40,000 apprentices, a budget of over $100 million. So we're a small little group, as I say, with a very, very large mandate, which is really why we were attracted to the concept of a knowledge base.
So what were some of the challenges that you faced that led you towards a knowledge base?
Well, when you're as lean an organization as we are, with many, many partners, we had extensive information management requirements. As well, we have a regulatory function, so we've got some pretty extensive document management requirements. And we found it difficult to find master documents on a LAN. And so another factor was that we were working in an environment that is constantly changing. We've got new programs, new projects, and they need to be shared instantly across the ITA. So how do we do that? We also operate out of two distinct physical offices, one in Vancouver and one in Richmond, which can result in miscommunication. And a final factor that was causing us to look at a knowledge base was that our departments are at various stages of maturity in terms of documenting their practices. So we needed a tool to help to bring them along in their evolution. So you put all of that together and a knowledge base looked like a pretty attractive proposition for us.
And the Industry Training Authority had both Edge Consulting and Bayleaf as partners with you in this project. Why did you hire these two organizations? What role did they play?
Sure. Well, each of them brought a particular area of expertise. Bayleaf brought the knowledge-based software development, and the rest really was in Edge's portfolio. They did the project management, defined our business requirements, the knowledge-based design, they did the implementation, and most importantly, they did the training of our staff.
Great. So what benefits are you seeing now that your knowledge base is in place?
Well, first of all, I don't have to go to the cupboard and search for an hour and a half when I need a piece of information. I've got a search engine that enables me to find information across all of our systems. As well, I can find specific pieces of information using a knowledge library and some hyperlinks. So when you've got a vast array of policies and procedures, that's a particularly important feature for us. As well, you know, documentation rather is a process of continuous improvement, and so we've got abilities for staff to comment and rate certain practices, so that again is a process of continuous involvement. Sharing information and collaborating between departments is also a major benefit. So we've got now blogs that can enable us to do that, common calendars, shared project workspaces. So all of that, we've seen an enhancement of the collaboration that you want in an organization. Another aspect is that it provides us with real-time news. I'm not having to send out as many bulletins and memos. I can send out a news flash on the knowledge base, announcements, daily bulletins. We have to give people a reason to tune in, if you will, to our knowledge base on a daily basis. And I think that's one of the aspects that our staff is enjoying the most. It's actually enhanced some of the communication in the organization. And then finally, the whole notion of, and this bedevils so many organizations, is document management and document control. We are now using document versioning capabilities and establishing workflows that allow specified individuals to publish new documents. So you put all that together, and the benefits that we were looking for in a knowledge base, by and large, we now have.
It's a substantial change the organization seems to have gone through. There must be some lessons learned along the way. Are there any things that you would have done differently or that you'd like to share? Sure.
You can't underestimate the need for ongoing involvement by your business leads and by the key users of the system. That's going to improve overall adoption of the knowledge base. And we had a couple of bumps in that area, but again, we tracked it back to our own underestimating the kind of commitment that would be needed by our staff. You don't want to underestimate the degree of change that this tool is going to bring to your organization. It is a long-term business strategy. It is not simply a new software implementation.
Well, that's interesting. Thank you so much, Kevin. We appreciate you spending the time with us today.
You're welcome.